Okay, I think I'm live. Excellent. Right. Hello, fellow bootcampers. I'm Eilidh, your naughty performer, playwright, and professor over at Burlesque Gateway. I help dance teachers, burlesque instructors, circus coaches, and cabaret producers to make their classrooms, studios, stages, and events more accessible, so that we can rebuild the creative industries to embrace disabled artists everywhere, placing accessibility at the heart of the performing arts. Today, I'm teaching you about one of my 3 signature offerings, the 5 E's of Burlesque Education Teaching Framework, in 5 minutes. I've set a timer to keep me on track. Don't worry if it goes off. It's very gentle and not alarming. Okay. Let's get down to business now. What are the 5 E's? Expectations, explanations, examples, exercises, and extras. So 1, expectations. Lay the groundwork, introduce yourself, play an icebreaker game or 2, and tell folks how to succeed in your space. 2, explanations. Tell them what they are learning and why it's important. Like the 5 E's help make your workshops, classes, and courses more accessible for disabled and neurodivergent learners. 3, examples. Give real-world applications of the skill you're teaching. Show your inspiration and representation. Because when we see ourselves reflected in other people who already do the thing, it's easier to imagine yourself in their place. No, we're on 4, exercises, warm-ups, practical activities, and cool-downs for both your body and your brain. Because safeguarding is vital for everyone, but especially for your disabled students, where injuries are a pretty big deal. And 5, extras, Q&As, resources, handouts, homework, activity books, aftercare plans, feedback forms. This is anything that doesn't quite fit anywhere else, but is still super important for you to share. And it's also your call to action on how to keep working with you in the future. And I have got some notes here because otherwise I will ramble forever. So as long as you have all 5 in any order, except it's a good idea to start by setting expectations and end with your extras. Any other E can go in any order that makes sense to what you're teaching. They just have to be present and accounted for. So did you get them all? Pop a yes in the chat if you caught all 5, or a no if you need a recap of any. If you have any questions, ask them now while I'm live, or reach out to burlesquegateway@gmail.com and I'll get back to you soon. You can learn how to apply all 5 E's, that's our expectations, explanations, examples, exercises, and extras, in 3 ways. 1, through my free tutorial video and DIY activity book. 2, a 1-hour pre-recorded teaser session. And 3, on my 7-week course replay, if you need more processing time to absorb them fully. As I know, I'm not the best at getting everything I need to in a 1 intensive hour. I need to rewatch things. That's why recordings are important. So it's all launching in December, just in time for my cheeky winter sale, which will run through to the end of January 2026. Want to know more about Burlesque Gateway or the 5 E's of Burlesque Education? Follow this YouTube channel for updates and announcements in the coming weeks. And I actually think I might be... Oh, I'm slightly under the time because I left a little bit of cheeky wiggle room for anyone joining me live, asking questions, saying hello to folk, because interaction is part of going live. I'm going to keep going until the end of the 5 minutes. And then I'll just repeat my call to action at the end. Yeah, I'm just really excited about this. This has been a lot of work. This has been about 5 years, about 5 years of work to get to where we are now. I mean, longer, but specifically working on the 5 E's framework. It's been about 5 years. And just being at that like final hurdle feels really exciting. Okay, that is me at the end of my 5 minutes. So we will stop the timer. Want to know more about Burlesque Gateway or the 5 E's of burlesque education? Follow this YouTube channel for updates and announcements in the coming weeks. Ta-ta for now. Oh, how do I end it? There we go.